Hello? Hello, everyone? Oh my goodness. How do I even do this anymore? It's been so long. Ugh. Howdy, Jordan, Zoe, Kriya, Echo. There's two Kriyas. Oh, there you go. Alright, I gotta move my chat thing here. What's going on? What's going on? YouTube. Alright. Let's move the chat over there. There we go. Yes, I am streaming, finally. It's been so long since I last did a stream. And I say that every time because I'm not consistent at all. But I thought it was about time to do another stream for you guys. So that hair, yes, I just put some product in right then for you. Maybe not for you, Kriya, but for everyone else. Oh, gosh. Yes, so how's everyone doing? I'm doing pretty good. Who were you again? Yeah, who is this guy? Who is this able guy? Let's change the music because this is a bit drastic. Just something a little bit more chill. All right. Hello, Anima. So, what have I been doing? Well, making brushes. I don't know if you've seen, but I just released a new brush set and I'm pretty excited about that. So I thought in this stream we might just have a little bit of a fiddle with them and show you kind of how I use them. And just sort of an update as well, let you guys know what's going on with me. Yeah. So I think probably a few of you have the brushes already. Yes, well, let's just get straight into it, shall we? I was going to show you the video, but you've probably already seen it. So I figured I would just jump into this dude that I've already drawn, and we'll just kind of play with him, and I'll show you what each brush does. If I can find my pen. There we go. Unfortunately, no, you can only use the brushes in Procreate. I've had a lot of people asking about that. A lot of requests for Photoshop. And so I'm going to have to think about that. But if I was to do it, it wouldn't be for a while because I'm going to be pretty busy. Wild Artist says, any new projects you're working on or art series? Not currently. I'm still working on Summoner Wars, which is what this character was for. It's a very long ongoing gig, but I'm very thankful for it. So that could go for another year or so. Like, I just don't know how long that's going to go for, but yeah. Gianna says, I have the brushes and I love them. Used them for a finished illustration recently. The highlights brush is a literal lifesaver. Aww, thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying them. It's been really cool to see what people have done with them so far anyway. Can I have a sound check? Is everything good? Is music too loud? Anything bothering you, let me know. Alright, okay, what are we doing here? I think I just need to edit this guy a little bit, because, I don't know, he's too bright. Let's change him. It's a bit better. And alright, let's have a look at the brush set first of all. So here we are, Able Effects. We have, I advertised this as 30 brushes, I think there might be 31 now. Just trying to think of where to start here. We'll just go through it. Let's just change this a little bit more. Let's do a gradient map, because I love gradient maps. Unfortunately, you can see and hear me. Thank you so much. I've missed your snarkiness. see what this is like. That'll do. You missed my ugly mug. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. So the first brush in the set is a highlights brush, and I'll just show you what this does. A lot of these brushes are actually set in the add blend mode, so that means when you go over the top of them with multiple strokes, it'll actually get lighter and lighter. And you don't need to have a layer blend mode on or anything, so I'll just show you a quick example of what that's going to look like. Hopefully you can see that. Let's change it a little bit. So yeah, the more you go over it, the more it's going to pop. It's just a quick way of doing some highlights and whatnot. So yes, that is what that brush does. Benjamin, hey Ben, how you doing, man? Nice to see you back. Sorry I didn't see you before you left, but Peter showed me the pictures of where's he looks settled in. Yes. Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't get to see you before I left Tassie. But yeah, all the pets are settled in. For those of you who don't know, I'm just sort of in between houses at the moment. I'm staying with family, and I brought my cat and my dog with me. And the family I'm living with, they have 2 cats already, so we now have 3 cats and a dog. But they're all getting along very, very well, which is a relief, because I was quite stressed about that. No worries, Kriya. Not a problem. So the next one is called Solid Magic. We'll just do it on the same layer. There are a few issues with some of the brushes, so we'll talk about them as we go through them. Nothing's perfect, unfortunately, but yeah, it's a kind of fun one. The issues with this brush, particularly if you go over it, I think, yeah, you get some funny weird colors coming out, and there's at this stage there's no way around it. It's a Procreate thing. I've been in talks with them. It's just one of the settings. That's how it is. So if you use this brush sort of in one stroke over the top, it'll be fine. But if you use multiple, it'll start getting a bit wacky. So just keep that in mind. Wisp. Let's go to this one. Oh, Mr. B. Mr. B, you are beautiful. I miss you, man. Alright, so most of these brushes, I should explain, are special effects brushes. They're to do magic effects and that sort of thing. So it's not necessarily to draw with, but it's to add magic to your characters, which is something that I do a lot because I work on the board game Summoner Wars, and all of those characters pretty much use magic. So I thought it would be really cool to make a brush set where I've got the magic effects. And as I go through and do more characters and more factions with new magic properties, I'll make new brushes, I think. So, but anyway, let's see if we can do something with this Wisp brush. I think also the key to using these brushes is don't go totally overboard, which is very easy to do. I think less is probably more. So we'll leave that. I won't do any more with that brush, but that's Wisp, which is pretty cool. I really like this one. It comes out with this really interesting effects. Did I just Kriya? No, it's probably this really dodgy office chair. When I left Tasmania, I sold all my stuff, pretty much, except for these 2 desks and bits and pieces, but all my house furniture, gone. That included my nice big gaming chair. Alright, what's this one? Light Fracture is the next. Yeah, it was the chair, for God's sake. Alright, this is very similar to Wisp actually, but let's just have a look here. It's similar but different, okay? It's a little bit more jaggedy, a bit more life in that line. Alright, let's just do we'll add a little bit there. And then we have Light Magic. I'm going to do this on another layer. And so this one is like that. Just get rid of that. You can do it really big if you want to. Or you can do it really small. Yeah, it's a bit fluffier, that's right. And so I think I'm just going to add like a few wispy bits here. See, I could be going overboard now, but whatever. Alright, that'll do. Stop while I'm ahead. Ah, thank you, Esther. Rachel, thank you. How you doing? Alright, the next one is Light Particle Beam. I'll have to say, I put a lot of effort into these brushes, but the names are terrible. Okay, so I apologize for the names of these brushes. They're not very creative. Whatever. So this one is pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with this one. So you just, let me show you how it works when you just do a line like that. It also depends on the orientation of your screen. So we can go that way, or we can go that way. But if you just want it straight up, make sure your canvas is straight. And we can add some cool things in like this. And there is some weird little artifacts and stuff that pop out. Like the red there is not intentional, but I think it's just the way that Procreate works. So if I can find a solution to that, I'll make an update. But I wanted these little sparkly bits to pop out. Look, words are not my thing, okay? I'm a very visual person. Is that overdoing it? That might be overdoing it. Alright, next. That is the Light Particle Beam. The Portal Brush, I don't think I'm really going to use like this. I mean, I'll show you what it does, but if I keep using every brush on this, it's just going to look ridiculous. I'm keen to make more portal brushes actually, because this one's a very specific kind of shape, and it might not be really what you want. But yeah, I figured I'd keep it in the set because it could come in handy for some people. Yeah. So it's more of a stamp brush, this one. But who knows, I'd like to see if anyone could do anything cool with it. Let's just delete that. I think I'm going to change the music. One sec, because we need our, what is it? Our usual tunes. Ben, yeah, it probably could be the artifact code kind of. It's the thing is there. A lot of these are actually dual brushes, so they're two brushes combined into one, and then they have like certain rendering settings and blend mode settings, and so look, it's quite complicated, but I believe. Let's have a look in here. It's to do with intense blending, I think. But unfortunately, if I change it to something else, the brush just behaves very differently. So, right, let's get my music on. Gianna says, I'm doodling a character right now, and I plan to use the portal brush. It looks perfect for this kind of magic. Oh, cool. Hey, Blue Green Yummy, welcome in. Okay, we got the music up. The party does not start until I arrive. That's correct. Okay. So I'm just going to run you through a few more and then we'll do something else. So the next one is Power Beam Scatter. It's a great name. Great name. It's a little bit crazy, this one. Don't know. I haven't really used this one for anything yet, but I think it's cool that I have it to use. Of course, you can use it with quick shape as well, which is interesting. Like, you never know what you're going to get with quick shape. So that's that one. And then we have, this is just an alternate version of that, which is just Power Beam. And so that's what it does. Could be cool for some sort of effects there. But also, I really like this one in quick shape because it kind of looks like an eclipse or something. Yeah. It's Bob Tart. I work in visual effects, so seeing how quickly you can make such cool looking effects with these brushes is impressive. Oh wow, thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Yeah. Rachel says, very cool, 2 brushes in one, sounds so complicated to create. It sort of is, but it isn't. Like, it's quite simple, really, once you know what you're doing. But when you go straight into the brush settings, it can be pretty overwhelming because there's just so many like bits and bobs. Oops. Okay, particle spray is this. Doop, 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 doop. So if you just want a little bit of spray here and there, you can do that. Again, if you go over it multiple times, it kind of gets like brighter and brighter. Undo, 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 undo. Next we have the sparkle brush. You know what, I'm not actually sure if there is a sparkle brush in here already, but this is my sparkle brush, damn it. So, yeah, it's just a plain old regular kind of sparkly lens flary kind of thing. You can make it really small if you want to. Again, the more you add to it, the brighter it's going to be, and the bigger as well. Can go quite big with this brush, I believe. Yep, there we go. Let's add a couple more in here. Old mate's expression, yeah. Don't you love his ears? There's some great ears there. So yeah, it's best to kind of like experiment and combine a few brushes, and that way you're coming up with something a little bit more unique. Whereas if you just use one brush, I mean, it's going to look cool, but sort of like anybody can do that. But if you combine different brushes in a more unique way, it's not going to be so obvious that you just used a brush, if that makes sense. Mr. B, no worries, man. Let's catch up soon. Yep, definitely. Okay, what else? Rapid Sparkle. Okay, so this is the other sparkle that I've created. It's a little bit more unique. It's a little bit weird, but this is kind of how it works. So let's do it over here. Let me show you what I'm doing on the iPad. So I'm just like pressing down and then moving it around without letting go, and it's producing these rays of light that are coming out. So if you just press it once, it won't really do much, but if you move it slightly, it will pop those lines out, which is pretty cool. Yeah. Ben. Maybe. So yeah, pretty happy with that one. Okay, what's next? Well, this is the last one of the like light effects. So this one is called Star Stream, and I mean, it's not really stars, but it's sort of just like weird blobby magic. So, you know, could come in handy. Just a little bit of texture or whatever. So I think honestly with this example I've gone pretty overboard, so I probably wouldn't go this far with all these different effects. Crayons are fun, man. Totally. Alright, so that's that one. I think what we'll do next is I'll kind of show you an example of the next set of brushes, which is Snowfall, Frost Magic, Ice Shard, and Shard Wave. And that's all kind of, I mean, you can use these any way you want, but like, this is kind of like Frost Magic. So let's give that a go. Let's group those so we can turn it on and off. And we'll just change the coloring for this guy. Let's go gradient map again. It's not working because one moment, my friends, one moment. I just want to make him a little bit blue because we're going to use like blue magic and stuff. So if I do that, that could be cool. And then we'll, I don't know, pop it down all like that. Grab a blue color. You're not supposed to eat your crayons, mate. Come on. Alright, so what do we got? We got Snowfall, which is pretty obvious what that's going to do. I want to use a different color there. I'll come back to this because I think it sort of needs to be done last. But that is Snowfall. Then we have Frost Magic, which is also something that I might just do at the end. But it's kind of like a cloudy, misty brush. But it also has like these little particle effects that are inside it. So it makes it a little bit special. And again, this is on add mode, so as soon as you go over it, it is going to get brighter and more intense. But that kind of works for quickly kind of doing brushes. Clouds. Duh. The other thing I would do with like clouds and whatnot is probably use I use this a lot. I use the smudge tool a lot, and I use my tilt sketch brush with the smudge for everything because I love it. So you can just kind of like push things around. If you want to, like so. So we'll come back to that brush. The next one is called Ice Shard, which I can't remember what it does. Oh yes. I don't know how I'm going to use this, to be honest. There's some I know like exactly how to use, and there's some I'm like, This is one of the ones. Yeah, I guess it's kind of like just shard effects that are just coming out, so that could be handy. We'll skip to the next one. This one I'm really happy with. I hope you'll like it too. So this is what's it called? Shard Wave. Yeah, it's fun. It's a really fun brush, this. Just trying to think of what I'm going to do with it. Yeah, something like that. What you can do with that one as well is alpha lock the layer and just go over it a bit. You can get some more highlights in there with the same brush. Too powerful. I really did have a lot of fun making these brushes. I spent the last 3 weeks just not doing anything else but making brushes. And let me tell you, it really does your head in. Oh my god. Just like staring at the iPad non-stop. And when you're making brushes, like hours and hours can go past without you realizing. I'm just going to turn this music down a bit. There we go. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like crystal. It could be crystal, it could be an ice shard, whatever. What else we got? Yes, so now if I combine it with some misty stuff. Is that what you're doing, Korea? You're flatting at the moment? I feel your pain. You know how I love to flat. Thanks, Jason. Alright, so that is that. I think I'll just add some snow. So there you go. Ice magic. Quick and easy. So, actually, what can we do here? Let's put that one in there. Group those so we can just turn everything on and off. Let's pop this one in here too. Alright, so here we go. We have light magic, frost magic. Oh, actually, that's the other thing I forgot to do. We can go all the way back up here to the highlights brush, grab a new color, and you can start going in here like this. It really should be underneath everything. Yeah. So you get the idea. Combination of all different brushes, and there you go. Obviously, I would do a lot more to that in here, but this is just a demonstration, so we won't do that. All right, what is next? Oh, okay, we have, what do we have? We have Surge Stream. That's actually one of the light sort of effects. Oops. I'll just show you what this brush does real quick. Yes, the possibilities are endless. Oh, Igor says we need a Summoner Wars Artists Edition art book. That would be really cool. I would be really keen for that. So I'm really quite happy with this brush, but there is the same problem I mentioned earlier. So with this one, you kind of just need to use it sparingly and more in a straight line. Yeah. So it doesn't really curve very well, but if you just want to add a quick zap or something, that's kind of what it's for. And yeah, if you go over, you're going to get this bug again. So this is something that I'm going to really try and figure out so it doesn't happen. But I've already spoke to Procreate. My friend Eleanor, shout out to Eleanor who tested all these brushes for me. She spoke to the NGs, and I think she did anyway. There wasn't really an answer of like how we can fix it. It's like expected behavior at the moment. It wasn't expected to me, but it is what it is. Okay, so the next one is Cursed Souls. So this one, we're going to have to kind of change this guy again. Let's see what we can do here. I think we need sort of a purple. And Oops. So I'm just setting up a bit of an overlay of color here, just as a starting point for what I'm going to add now, which is back to the FX brushes. And we have this brush I'm really super stoked with. Whoops. Why is that not actually working? Ah, I'm on the wrong layer. Let's try that again. Sometimes you have to play around with what color you're using. There we go, that's a bit better. So yeah, this one's called Cursed Souls. I'm pretty stoked with this one because you got these little scully dudes that pop out. And yeah, that was a really fun brush to make. Let's see what we can do here. Okay, not going to go overboard with it, but there you go, Cursed Souls. The next one, we're going to skip these Galaxy brushes, I'll show you them later. We're going to go skip down to Wraith, which is this weird ass brush. It's these crazy wispy doodads. Pop a bit of those over the top there. Next we have Toxic. Whoa, it's huge. So again, it's like a creepy mist kind of brush. And of course you can use these like any colors for these. This is just what I kind of think I want to do. Bit around here. Okay. So that's pretty much it for him, I think. Actually, no, that's not true. I would go in here and add in the highlights and really make everything pop and whatnot. Get the gist with that. Okay, let us try those other brushes. I hope this isn't boring, you guys. Please tell me if it is, because I do have some other work that I need to get started on, so I might do some actual drawing and stuff with you guys today. I have, where are we? More Summon of the Wars work to do. Where is it? Where is it? There's so much in here. I can't see it. Ah, here we go. Yeah, so I have these 4 characters to work on. Just a bit messy sketches, but yeah. It's mess. Okay. Well, we'll keep playing with the brushes for the moment. Okay, what was I doing? Oh, I've lost it. It was... Sorry, bear with me for a second, because I can't remember where I actually was. I think I was in here. Yes, I was. Alright. Okay, so there's 2 Galaxy brushes. There is one that is in the Procreate app as a default, but I wanted to make my own and maybe try and do something a bit different with it. But so we have the Galaxy Airbrush, which it's kind of just like smoky. There's a little bit of stars sort of texture in there. It's a bit hard to see. But the Galaxy, I can't talk today. I have not streamed for so long, and I'm just like word vomiting at you. So my apologies. The Galaxy stamp will show the stars and the galaxy much more obviously. So just dab those in there. And then of course we should go on top, I believe, and add some extra stars. So we'll go back to the sparkle brush. And just kind of add in some shinies wherever you want. My coffee is here. It's here. I probably just hadn't drank enough. I'm not sure if this sparkle will really work for this, but yeah, I guess it kind of does. So there you go. Quick nebula, Milky Way, galaxy stuff. Is the coffee hot? No, it's actually lukewarm. It's very sad times. So there you go, there's that one. I think we might be all the way through. Where are we up to? Oh, no, we're not. We've got at least 2 more examples to go. So hopefully you're enjoying these little examples, because there's about 10 minutes more to go. Yeah, so I'm pretty excited with this brush. This one is called Surge Dual. Well, they're very similar. There's Surge and there's Surge Dual. So as you can imagine, just the Surge brush is just a brush. The Surge Dual is 2 brushes combined, so it gives a little bit more electricity. Oh, no worries, Rachel. Thank you. So yeah, so this is the dual version. I might change that. Yep, so let me show you just a simple brush stroke. There you go. So it's got these like intricate extra bits in there. And this one does not, basically. Again, this is a brush you probably want to use sort of more sparingly than this, because it can just look a little bit too much, you know. Because of course you can just add the lightning strikes kind of manually, which I might just do now as well. And we'll try and use the solid magic brush for this. There we go. Blue Green Yomi says, I've really missed the streams. You would not believe me happiness when I saw the notification. Aww. I've really missed doing streams too. I really have. Ben says, I've seen plasma and magnetic fields make similar effects look awesome. Cool. Thank you. Yemi says, the old is too powerful. He wields the Rubik's Cube of magic powers. He does. Every power you can think of, he's got it. So what's next? Where were we? We were doing the Surge. So that's pretty much an electricity kind of brush. I was pretty excited about doing those. Let's group them. Boop. Again, probably would actually do the highlights. The problem with this is the shadows aren't really... The shadows haven't been created with this lighting in mind, so that's kind of one of the problems that I've got here with putting highlights on. But you know, because if I was doing this properly, all of this would be in shadow, and then I'd put the highlight on top. It would just look more right. And I could also make a new layer. Go to, where is my soft brush? Put the layer on maybe overlay, and just make it glow a little bit more. Jump, oop, what did I just do? Oh, there we go. Make a new layer, and I'll try and use add this time. Put the opacity down, still using the soft brush. Oop. And just boost that up a bit. Maybe smudge it around. Yeah, you get the gist. So that is the electricity. What have we got left? We have Phoenix. Okay, this one I reckon I'm gonna do more fire brushes, maybe for the next pack or an update or something, but this is basically a fire-ish kind of brush. Oops. Might help if I make a layer. Oh, thank you so much for the super chat, Zoe. Zoe says, I've got to be heading out soon, but I'll definitely get the brush set. Thanks for all the inspiration and all the work you do. Dude, legend. Thank you so much. So this is the Phoenix brush. And again, it's sort of, you really kind of have to get the right color to make it work properly. There is a flame brush that's pretty good in Procreate as it is, but again, I just want to make my own. So this is a dual brush, and it's very much like the default brush that's in Procreate, but it does have these little poppy out ember bits that I wanted to make. Oh! Did you hear that too? I hope you guys heard that noise, because there was just a super chat noise that was delayed. It scared the heck out of me. So this one's a bit tricky to do because you want it to look like flames, and it can be hard. But there we go. Yeah, it really scared the crap out of me. Bloody hell. There you go. Basic flame brush. Could use it for anything really. Whatever you want. Then we have, yes, plasma. I don't know what colour to do this guy now. Alright, so we've got plasma smoke, plasma combined. We've got 3 brushes to go through. Plasma smoke is pretty much just another really nice smoky brush. So let's just see if we can get in a bit of a guide for what we're going to do. That will do, and if things are looking a little bit too much, you can always go in with the eraser and just kind of soften a few bits out. Or you can change the colour of them as well. So if you want to give it a little bit of depth to the magic, you can just go in like that. Sort of give them a little bit more depth. Here we go. Next brush is regular plasma. Sorry, no, don't apologize. I totally appreciate it. I just wish it was at the same time, but that's not your fault. So plasma, this is a really interesting, weird kind of brush, but I liked it a lot, just to add weird little bits. And then we have plasma combined, which is, it's just a little bit different. Probably went a little bit overboard there, but you get the gist. And then so that's the 3 plasma brushes. Of course, you can add other things to this. You know, you could use the snow brush to add some of that in there. You could use Starstream to add a bit of that. We could use the particle spray. We could use light fracture on a bit of it. We could use solid magic, or not, because it's not working. There we go. We could probably light magic would work best. Yeah. Old mate is super powerful. Alright, so yeah, that's that. I think there's one more brush to go through. Two more brushes to go through. So let's do that now. So this one is Nature Magic 2. It's a very original name, isn't it? My god. But there you go. It pops out leaves. And so what you want to do is actually go over it a second time and it'll pop out brighter leaves. Yeah, I could have just kept making more and more brushes like this because they're just so much fun to make. But I like this one specifically, and I'd like to expand on that with like other brushes like this, if that makes sense. Yes, fall is here. And then, yeah, we can combine that with the Nature Magic brush here, which is, it's more of a Tinkerbell kind of brush. I should have just called it Tinkerbell. Damn it, that's a good name. Why do I think of this now and it's too late? My friend Emma says, let me help name your next brush set. That one would be Leafy Sparkle Boy. That's a cool name, actually. I like that. Tinkerbell on catnip. So yeah, what do you think, guys? That's pretty much the brush set as it is now. I do think I will make more because I had a lot of fun with them. So probably towards the end of the year, Able brush number 98. Probably towards the end of the year, I may have more. Because like I said, there's a lot more magic users that I need to create. So yeah, there will be more. So yeah, pretty fun. Would anybody be interested in learning how to make brushes as well? Like a few people have asked me to explain how I made it, and it's like, I would really like to, because you know, it's good fun making brushes, but at the same time, I don't want to give my secrets away. But they're not really secret. You can find tutorials and stuff on how to do this quite easily, so the information is out there. But if you guys would like me to make a brush with you sometime, we can do that. I actually have another set of brushes. Oh, I should have worked on this. Yeah, it is confusing, for sure. I think I have another 2 or 3 brush sets that I've been working on in the last 3 weeks, but I decided to just focus on one to get it finished and out there. So I thought Able FX would do that one first, and then I've got a couple more ideas which I'm really excited about, and that'll come later in the year when I can finish them off. You see a mermaid there? Yes, actually this is my friend's artwork, my friend Emma, and she jokingly said, "Can you just color my artwork for me?" And I said, yes, send it to me. So I started to color it. That was pretty fun. So yeah, she's pretty good, isn't she? She's pretty good. I haven't finished colouring this, by the way. It's just, yeah. Yes. What was I saying? I can't remember. More brush sets to come. That's what I was saying. I'll probably show you some of the work I've been doing. So these are the sand goblins for Summoner Wars. Very kind of like Mad Max inspired. So yeah, I've been pretty busy lately with the big move and work continuing, and I'm prepping for a holiday, as I've mentioned in previous streams. So it's about 3 weeks until I go to the UK, and I will be going for about 2 months, I think. But then when I get back, I'm really excited to find my own house again, set up my own studio properly, get back into streaming, hopefully every week again, because that would be really good. And just, yeah, getting back on track. So this year is a bit of a weird one, where I'm sort of disappearing every now and then. So apologies for that. But yeah, what we're working on at the moment is the Wayfarers. So I think I'll probably just take a break for about 15 minutes. I might end the stream here, and we'll come back in 15 minutes and we'll probably just do some inking on one of these. You guys can help me choose. Which one do you think I should work on? Hold on. I've got this one. All right. 1, 2, 3, or 4. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Andrew, welcome in, man. Got your new brushes. If they are as good as your others, then they'll be awesome. Thank you very much. Igor says 2. JDE says 2. Jordan says 4. Korea says all of them. I probably should just do a poll. My bad. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Which drawing should I do? Okay. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I vote yes! Yes to all of them. And I do have this one, but I'm not going to do this one on stream. It's a bit boring. We need more votes, please. I'm not sure who's winning. If you haven't put your vote in, please put it in now. Alright, I'm ending the poll. Wait, it's not telling me who won. Oh, there we go. Okay. Number 2. Alright, when I come back, I'm going to work on this one. And we'll continue the stream. I'm going to end this stream now because I think it's a good point to close it off. And then if people want to see how the brushes work, they can replay this. But yeah, so 15 minutes, we'll come back and we'll work on this one. Thank you so much. Love you guys so much. Like, oh my god. It's been a time without you. Alright, I'm going to stop rambling. Bye bye!